DC Boxing Legend Podcast. 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 Home of the champions.
This episode has been brought to you by Raw Vegan Plant-Based Protein Powder, the undisputed champion of plant-based protein powder. I got mine. It's time for you to get yours. Visit rawvegan.com. The Second Wind Sports Media and DMV Boxing Legend would like to introduce to you our new sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, El Paso Mexican Restaurant, located at 6151 Richmond Highway, Alexandria, Virginia. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, we have El Paso Mexican Restaurant. Also, if you're looking to pregame every fight night, amateur or pros, come out to El Paso Restaurant. They will guarantee you a discount. All you have to do is say you that DMV Boxing Legend and the Second Wind Sports Media sent you, you will get a discount. Welcome to the Second Wind. Welcome to DMC Boxing Legends, ladies and gentlemen, podcast. So used to saying the Second Wind, I got to get used to DC Boxing Legends all over again. And today, and ladies and gentlemen, I have special guests with me in the building. Mo Adams is in the building. DC DMV Boxing Legend own Mo Adams is in the building. Also my co-host, the great Mahdi Justice Daoud Mahdi.
Right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. Today, how y'all feeling?
All right.
Yes, indeed. Today's topic is going to be about retirement and a plan B for fighters. Should fighters put together a plan B while they're in their careers and have another route which other than boxing can work for them? Should the fighters have another skill or work towards another skill or trade or anything of that nature? I'm gonna start off with brother Mo. Mo, how you feel about the fighters, man, having an alternative other than boxing, just in case boxing doesn't go their way?
Man, I'm gonna speak for myself right now. I turned pro April 18, 1992. And when I turned pro, I was already working, and my skill set was that I do. I'm an electrician and an engineer, right?
Wow.
So when I turned pro, basically I had two jobs. I do the work at 6. I was getting up at 4 in the morning going running.
Right.
Go to work at NASA. I work at NASA Greenbelt. Go to work. Get off at 2:30. Go home. Check on the kids and my dog. Feed them and all that. Get back to the gym about 3:30. It was an everyday thing for me. You know what I mean? It was just sacrifice.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I went as far as I could. That I guess Allah allowed me to go. You know. And I always had my trade though.
Right.
I made money outside on my own. I always working. Kept working. So people ask me today, how you get into that? How you get into that field? Hey man, I was always doing this when I was fighting. I was doing this. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I know other guys, Jermaine Field. He worked at UPS when he was fighting. Lamont Peterson. Lamont Peterson. He was the fighting postman. He was at the post office.
Sure enough.
You know what I mean? We had guys that were fighting and working too.
Sure enough.
It's just dedication, man.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of guys, we know a lot of fighters out here kind of get caught into thinking, you know, we was always taught to remember the boxing was a jealous sport. I mean, you know what they used to always say that all the time.
Right.
They don't understand boxing ain't like football where we got a union and a pension and and a retirement plan and medical assistance. We don't have none of that. So boxers can't afford the luxury of the same way as other athletes do. So I understand, brother, man, and and the reason why I was glad that we wanted to do this today was we can help a lot of other fighters out there who are struggling with, man, should I do this full time and just let everything go? Trust me, I hope some brothers are able to call. If those is in here that's a fighter, we're gonna have a call in line. And you
Bet.
also will be able to give your perspective as well and tell us
Mm-hmm.
how you feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
And once we finish talking, I'm gonna ask Brother Daoud, what's your take on the Plan B for professional fighters? Uh, what's your take on it as well, champ?
My intake on it, I think that fighters should have a trade. Once I start doing the boxing, I got into communication. But it's great to have a trade or something like that until you can get on a certain level. But I think that the promotions and other things like that should have like a future that people can put their money inside that can go like you do. You're paying some Social Security. You need to pay for some kind of boxing type of membership or something like that that can accumulate, take a little bit of the purse and place it in there. This is where let's take the WBC and all the paying for that. Why not pay patients through healthcare? Because the boxer is the one that's really taking all the risk, getting hit in the head, and the boxers is getting leased on everything. This is what is pathetic. Everybody getting more than the one that's putting their life on the line. The real person. Everybody getting 30% or something and 40% of this, and the boxer, which is going to be left holding the bag, is not going to get nothing. Look at Gerald McCollum. He's going with many of these boxers. That's somebody has to feed them. Wilfredo Benitez and all these guys taking the big hit. But everybody else wants money. When the fighter is the real prize.
Exactly.
Because once it's over with, somebody has to feed them. They can't see. They lose eyesight. They have bad health. They put their life on the line. But everybody's hands for the boxer even can get themselves together and realize this. And a lot of boxers have to understand that boxing is a business. Amateur, you get these trophies and stuff like that. But when you become professional, the greed kicks in, them extra zeros look good. So the boxers have to understand that boxing is a business now. And you got a lot of wood clothing. They calling you blood.
A lot of echo. You was right. I don't hear it on my end. I don't know why. Let me see what's up with this. Partners for 1 second. My apologies, brother Dial. I'm gonna try to.
That's all right.
What's going on with this echo? Hey, brother George, do you still hear the echo on your end, on that end, George Barton? Yeah, it's been going on like that few episodes. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah. So we had a missed call. Someone. No, it's good now.
That's
Thank
one
you,
of my stablemates right there.
Okay, he said it's good now.
Okay.
All right, brother, you got it.
Yeah. So the boxer's the one that's taking the hits. And we need to create something like a boxing union or something. Because if you don't understand boxing is a dangerous sport. It's a lonely sport. When you lose, when you win, everybody's around you. When you lose, you're the only one left holding the bag.
Yep.
Hello, the second DMV boxing legends. Who was on the line? Oh, it was somebody on the line.
Step right up.
Yeah, DMV boxing legend. Who we got on the line? DMV Boxing Legends, who we got on the line?
Hello.
Yeah, okay, hold on. We'll call back in. Call back, brother. My apologies. I don't know what's going on with. Call back in. We want to hear what you hear your perspective as well. There you go. DMV Boxing Legends, who we got on the line? Hello, DMV Boxing Legends, DC Boxing Legends, who we got on the line?
What's happening, champ?
What's
This
up?
Eric, man.
What's going on, champ?
I just tuned in. What's the subject? Hey, what's up, dog? What's up, Mo?
What's going on?
Turn your hey brother, turn your system down in the background.
All right.
Says
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, Eric, the topic is, man,
Yeah.
we talking about, man, should fighters that are professional have a backup plan or trade or some type of skill that can help them after boxing? What's your perspectives on that?
Yeah, well, number one, I'm about to pay homage to my man Daoud, and I want to pay homage to my man Mo. What's happening, brother? Long time, my baby.
Yes, sir.
Hold on,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
Yes,
sir.
indeed.
But yeah,
How you doing?
Your
what was
TV.
the question again? I'm sorry, she.
The question is, man, what is your take? Your system still up? You got to turn your system down. I can hear myself in the background. The
You
question,
good now?
nah, I still here. But the question is, what's your take on fighters that are actual fighters now, or actual boxers that's live fighters now that's active in the professional ranks? What's your take on them picking up some sort of skill or trade or job while they're boxing so they can have something to fall back onto when their careers end?
What I'm about to say is you all might not agree with what I'm saying, but that's not bad. But the bottom line is if you in the game and you in the game because you love it, that's where your focus got to go.
Okay. Okay.
But the good thing ain't promised to everybody.
Right.
You know, everybody ain't trying to bend over.
That's real statement. That's real statement.
So if you already got a trade behind you, if you feeling that way, you should already had that put together anyway.
Okay. And I like the
I don't want to. If God willing and I had a dynamite career, I wasn't trying to just lead here and just live good.
Right.
Cause that paper don't last forever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So in the process with that, I'd have been putting things together.
I respect the rebuttal 100%, brother, and that's why we want people to call in. All opinions are well respected. But let's do this. In our time of fighters, back in our days in the 90s when we didn't have the Al Haymans and guys like that was dishing out those big contracts like they do now.
I think you already asked me something that I've been wanting to speak on for a long time.
Okay.
I could be wrong. Go ahead and talk, my brother.
But the question is this. Look at the brothers that in our generation who
Right.
didn't get the opportunities to be able to it was like a 1 percentile for those made money in boxing. Technically, you had Mike Tyson, who probably made about 50 million out of. Everybody else was most of the fights was fighting for $1,000, $6,000,
Mm-hmm.
$1,500. You depend on, or some you had to sell your own tickets.
Mm-hmm.
So, for those that was in that bracket, would it have been wise for them to have gotten a skill to fall back on?
Honestly, I say yes.
Okay,
But back in them days, we wasn't thinking about that.
right.
We had this skill that we had probably from growing up, street fighting, trying to be that guy, or getting caught up in a situation where he dealt with a female.
Yeah, true statement. So your
You know
state,
what I'm saying? We wasn't thinking about that back then. All we were thinking about was making that money and doing whatever we wanted to do.
right. So, a lot of these retired fighters of today, we see them. We all of them out here. Most of
Right.
these guys of today, I'm gonna use one example who made millions. Maurice Blocker, the great
Yeah, I
Maurice
saw
Blocker.
it. I mean, I'm sorry I cut you off, but the last time I was on it, or even before that, I saw episode you talking about Maurice. What's going on with Maurice, man?
Maurice, I think he has some mental illnesses going on from and he's homeless. So guys like,
He's still in the area.
yeah, he's up there in Germantown, up in that area.
You said Kensington.
Germantown, up in the Germantown.
Oh
area.
yeah, Monkey County.
Yeah, he up there, right?
All right, go ahead.
Guys like him, we should have something in place for be able to get him some assistance. The boxing community should have some type of programs, especially for guys that has been. You gotta remember, football players take headshots too. You know what I'm saying? Like we did, and you start suffering mental illnesses from those effects of those blows to the head. Could be possible.
Mm-hmm.
What alternative?
CTE.
Yes. What alternatives could be put in place for guys to be able to get assistance for that? Mark was on here a couple of months ago, right? Mark said he go to, I think it's in Vegas or something like that. These guys see, check his brain every year. And it's some type of and the same thing they do for the football players. He go to that same program. But because Mark is who Mark is, he's able to go there and get checked and things of that nature. He mentioned that a couple of episodes. We need something like that in place for all the fighters in every state. The commission should have some type of, each commission should, in my opinion, should have some type of program put in place where fighters can be getting checked for mental illness, also assistance in terms of after boxing, they should have some pensions in place for every state. Or I think I personally believe this though, brother. I think boxing should be governed nationally, ran by a national organization with accountability. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
So, brother Daoud, what's your take on a retirement plan for fighters?
I think that would be outstanding. What I would some of the players have to be put in. You have small class, a middle class, and you have the world champion. Status. Even football and other sports do have like pensions and stuff like that.
Right.
Boxing is a very dangerous sport. And for somebody to put their life in the line, it's very dangerous. And but that's up to the fighter too, because a fighter also is like a 1099 employee.
He is.
You're a 1099 independent contract.
True statement.
And so you have to start to look at things like you have to get something like insurance policies and things of that nature. When that money starts to surge, a lot of people in our area, when we start to get money, we turn hood rich. And we start to splurge through our money. You may take $150,000, a lot of money, or 200. You start
Hey,
making
Daoud.
balls early.
Hey, Daoud.
Hey, Daoud.
Hold on.
Yes,
Hold
sir.
on, fellas. Hey, read this post right here. It's about to come up. Listen to brother Jerry Jones, man. One of my stable mates from Hillcrest, man. Let's read this out, brother, and let's talk about this right fast. He's a prime example of what we were just talking about. I mean to cut you off, brother, but it came up, and I wanted this to get off right here. Listen to this. Read this out for me, brother.
Yes, I was tripping. And I thought I had a lot more years in sports. I was homeless for a while. Now I have my own apartment based on social service. Everything you say is right on.
You know, you see how this thing works, man. It's boxing. They got to do better with us, man. They got to do better with us, Joe. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, it's a lot of and Daoud talked about this earlier. It's a lot of predators out here, man. And you know, it's a lot of guys out here. And it's just straight cutthroat, just robbing these fighters that's risking their lives on a daily basis. You know.
Hey, she, can I speak for a minute?
You got it, brother. You got it.
Hey Mo, I'm saying this because you know you got to step to the other side. I never got a chance to step to the other side.
Right.
But the whole thing is just because of the people that you knew, especially like we said on the last show. Back in the day, all our fighters from every gym, man, we was all together.
Yep.
So you learned things. We knew where we wanted to go, but we knew the game was funky. So, like, everybody looking at this baby oil situation, and everybody else that they already start telling on, man, I look at everything is when you in a situation where you trying to do something real big, you get into Hollywood.
Yeah.
Because the people that run that where you get where you want to go, they funny style. But what you were saying, Sheed, about trying to put something together for the retired fighters who no matter amateur, pro, whatever, they got issues going on, I'm with that.
Yeah.
We all got to start. You can't just do it.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is, the way I look at it is like USA Boxing, the upper echelons, all that. Come on, man. Yeah, they need to put the majority of that in there.
True statement.
Right.
So it could be everywhere, bruh.
That's true statement.
Because the bottom line is, man, to me, if you get in that ring, you put them gloves on, you either ignorant or you a warrior.
That's true statement.
Yep. One the other.
One or the other. That's true statement, man.
But you know some off that. That's why when I talk to these kids today, man, and they ready to sign that. If you don't got nobody in your corner to care about your well-being, man, because this is your livelihood. Don't sign with that person. Don't go with that person, man. But these people, man, this game, everybody know, all of us know, this game the rags to riches, man. And I was talking to a guy today, and I said, man, if you my fighter, and I say, man, I got a guy for you to fight 2-0, and I got another guy to fight 7-0, and I asked him, I say, which one you will take? Oh man, Mo, I take the 7-0 guy. I said, no, you won't.
Wow.
No, you won't, because you don't know how that man lost. That man got time in that ring. That 2-0 guy, he just like you. He just started.
He might not saying you can't beat him, but he might have more experience than you do.
Exactly.
And he might have some animosity going on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
So if I care about you, man, as my fighter, I'm not gonna put you in there with a 7-0 guy. I'm gonna put you in there with a 2-0 guy.
That's right.
Cause y'all on the same level. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say something back in the day. I know how the game especially when you took that headgear off. You know that's a different world.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people that they first 20 to 30 fights was cast. They should have folded over and went home early.
Yeah.
But time went on. They was doing this, that, and the other. But the only thing I hate about our fighters, man, not all of us, you start getting that money, and especially you make that first $1 million that $1 million chip.
Yeah.
You want to change up?
They think they that dude.
Yeah.
You want to hang out.
Yeah.
You want to hang out, go to the club, be in the club, chat at 3.
Yep.
The IBX.
Yep.
Going to go-go's or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at cats like, okay, bro, I ain't had a chance to make it because I got sick. But why are you here, bro?
Yeah.
First thing gonna tell me, man, I gotta hang out, I gotta live too. Come on, dog.
Yeah.
You don't understand what's going on. That game you playing ain't no game.
Ain't no game.
You can lose your life in that motherfucker, man.
That's real talk.
Hey, Earth. But once that money gone, guess what? They right back with you.
Yep.
Right.
I always say, boxing's a lonely sport.
You know how me and you met.
Yeah.
I boxed for 5 years.
Uh-huh.
I was nice. I never really did no novice because of my age. They sent me straight to the opens.
Uh-huh.
The last 2.5 years, I got real with it. I was like, this is what I want to do, bro. I like to fight. Fuck it.
Yeah.
When I made my mind up to turn pro in 93, then I got sick.
Wow.
Yeah.
But like Mo was saying,
because I was like, I'm not gonna keep fighting these cats to get some fake ass trips, get some hats, a medal here and there, a trophy. Y'all know how it was back in the day.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You have to a lot of times.
Right,
that's your amateur is your battleground.
Yeah.
This is where you great. This is when you develop plans. You're developing your style. You start to growing. Majority of boxers that have better amateur pedigree are usually better than most boxers that turn pro without a lot of amateur back. And that's a fact. Majority of champions in the world have done a lot of things in boxing. There's some fighters that done it, like on the job training, done it. But majority of those are special.
Yeah.
Have done that. But you can't skip the process of it. But boxing is also a poor man's sport. It's a poor man's sport. It's a blue collar sport.
Exactly.
That everybody looking to be a world champion. Everybody looking to have a world title.
Hey, no disrespect. You said it was a poor man's sport. I've always heard that, and I understand it. But at the same time, if you want to get deep with it, man, them overseers used to bet.
Oh no! I mean, promoters. When I say sports, I said the boxers only come up probably ever stricken. They normally come up project, rough conditions. You don't really see a boxing. You don't really see a lot of rich kids that boxing taking it serious and become world champions. Majority of all champions, you check their background, they came out of poverty.
Exactly.
Majority, like Ali was a middle class family, but majority of those people that became some of the outstanding champions from the ground. from the project, from getting out the mud. When I say poor, I'm not talking about it's a rich
Yeah,
business.
it came from the sticks,
It's a
all
rich
that. I know
business.
what
I'm
you're
just talking
saying.
about this is a poor man's sport for the fighters coming
Right.
out. The rich people always monetize on things. They already got the jump on it.
Yeah.
So that's what I just want to clear the air for that. I'm not saying that it's a
No,
poor
I
man's
got you.
sport
I
on
got
that
you. You
behalf.
right. I
We
apologize.
talking about the background, the pedigree of most fighters come out that burnt that drive of freaking poverty and stuff like that, trying to find their way and the dream to become a millionaire one day. And set their family straight. But it's a risk that you are taking. It's a risk that you get yourself hurt really bad. Because even you may be good, but there's always somebody 10 times better and somebody 10 times hungrier than you. And they see their mother, when they look at their mother,
Yeah, that's already.
your mother, I'm more hungry than you are. And I'm going to train. I'm going to run. I'm not going to cut corners. I'm not going to drink liquor. I'm not going to do these things so I can get ultimate advantage over you. Because in DC, especially for the DC position you from, DC had a lot of great fighters, man. You had so many champions for heavy block, different amateur pros. But in DC, we had a lot of rotten people that were setting out guys to get crushed by sticks and stuff like that.
Facts.
I don't want to call any names, but we have the meat man that take you over there and you fight 126. You got you in there fighting 140.
Facts.
Yeah,
You fight 47 with somebody 165. It destroyed a lot of great fighters that potentially could have been champions too as well. They had good background. But like you say, you take them headgears off, the horns come up. And the fighters that you want to like Tom and
Dow, I don't know if you remember. I'm sorry, brother. I don't know if you remember, but Mo probably remember. You remember back in the day? Well, I know with us, where I was at, we used to go up Baltimore Penn.
Yeah, a Lord too.
Yeah. We used to go down Lord.
I never went to Lord.
Yeah, we used to go down Lord.
I ain't gonna keep it 1,000. Sometimes you met some real cool ass dudes, cause
Yeah.
some real cool dudes. They from the city. They see what you doing. Hey, they let you know, hey, bro, keep doing what you doing. Don't wind up in here with me, man.
Yeah. When we went down there, we had Adrian, Pepe, and Ham. We went down there, man. It was me, Andrew, Daryl Coley, Mop. All of us went down there, Sean Bay, all of us went down there, man. And man, them dudes was rumbling down there. Hey, it was almost a war down there that day.
Hey, you know what? That's when you was at round one.
Yeah. Yep.
That had to be before I came over there, cause you know
I was like, in the early '90s, man. Early '90s.
When I came over there, that's when Adrian had Shannon Briggs.
Yeah. Because Andrew fought Shannon all the time.
Okay.
Yep. Andrew Count. Andrew fought Shannon all the time. Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't there when y'all was going out doing that.
Oh yeah, we was going down there, man. Yep, doing all the thing. I had gotten a fight with a guy down there, and the guy name was Stutterman.
Okay.
Whatnot. And it was gonna be a ride down there, man. Yep. So it was.
We went to
that joint stopped. Hey, they stopped doing that when we stopped fighting. Right? I think when we got old enough to go to. They stopped letting us go, letting people go down there when we got open and all that for us. So I wanted to go down there and get some of that wreck too, because I used to hear about it all the time, man. But they cut the program short when we stopped, when we got of age. We were still juniors when y'all was going down there. When we got of age, they cut it out, man.
We used to go to Oak Hill too.
Yeah.
East Patton, all up down there.
I'm gonna tell you why. Hey, see, I'm gonna tell you why they shut it down. They shut it down before y'all got there. But like I said, we was going to Lord and we was going to Baltimore, Joe. We was going wherever else, right?
Yeah.
Some of them dudes was cool and they had the guys there, but we was in that motherfucker wrecking.
I heard the story. I wanted that wreck too, man. But it's like, man, we don't do the program got shut down, and then I think the guards was tired of getting whooped by the dudes or something like that, man. I don't know.
But then you gotta think, man, if we coming in there and I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You in a pen.
Yeah.
You spawn. Okay, we spawn at gym. This shit different, but these motherfuckers don't give a fuck about it. They ain't going nowhere.
All right.
Hey, Earth, but you know what though? You know what Earth, different about that is that.
Hold on, Mo.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And then when we get in there and give them that work, you be tripping when these motherfuckers come at you like giving you an orange and shit. Come on, hey man, let me talk to you. Keep doing that shit, man.
Yeah.
Don't let me see you in here.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay, so another comment from Terry Jones. He said it would have been governed by the government. The IBF has something for the fighters and retirement for fighters turned out to be a scam. Doug B was out of PA that organization back then and ripped to him for the money I put in it. I never tried to ask for it back. It should be in Google. Well, if we still have any paper, you could do the groundwork, and you'll probably could do some taxes behind that. Because nobody's looking in the IRS away from taxes. You something, you still got any legal documents. Pursue to go into the IRS. This is not legal advice for the 1099R or something like that. 1099G. 1099G is more so like if you have unemployment or you have retirement fund. But if you have your paperwork legal and seek out the IRS because statute of limitation is not you can't get away from it. Then they still around. You can seek legal counsel.
So
all tax event.
That's the one thing that I'm glad Brother Jury brought this up right here, man, with this scam. And that's the thing we got to worry about too, as something like that was to be put in place. And I've heard that scenario too, and Brother Jury happened to have it actually happen to him in real life, where they tried to attempt something like that. One thing about this type of business, we all know that the mob back in the days used to do things of that nature with the unions and things of that nature. So
that's right.
It's got to be some type of congressional.
The new mafia running that thing now.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm here, brother. I'm here.
Yeah,
but it's got to be somebody got to be honest, man. It's really care about the people to want to get them help, and that's gonna require somebody with some money to do such. To be honest with you, it can't be no joker that's making $100,000 a year. He see $1 million in a bank account. He gonna steal.
But see, Rashid,
I'm with you because I kind of thought y'all might not agree with me, but I kind of thought it was the sheep until I started hearing things that I'm hearing now.
She ain't doing it for money though. He ain't. You talking about Turkey?
That's she putting out money.
He putting out money. He ain't
putting out
money.
He's
putting out money, and I thought he was putting out money. Excuse me.
It's all good.
To make it to the point where we will get to see who we want to see fight, and he gonna make sure they get paid for it.
One thing about
him
that
I heard some other things where he got some other stuff he's trying to take over.
But I don't think he's doing. He's great for boxing. I'm gonna tell you why.
I feel the same way.
Yeah. I agree with you, but his intentions, I think, is he got tired of seeing the fights not get made. So he went with that bag and he said, like, if you want to fight, we can get this, I can have Top Rank as well as PBC and the other guys on the same card fighting under my card with their fighters fighting who I want them to fight.
That's what I've been hearing, because that goes from the things I heard about Tank. I think he want Tank, but he trying to bring all them other organizations under his umbrella.
Yeah, I heard that rumor too. That rumor was put out there too. I heard the same thing. But I think Sheik's good for boxing. I think Sheik could probably. I mean, I'm calling him Sheik, brother. Turkey's putting the fight together, and what his intentions is, I believe, is to bring boxing more on the forefront of competitive. And I think boxing's doing this all the way down from all levels. You know, it's all derived from the amateurs all the way up to the pros. How the game of boxing.
We've been doing it for years, bruh.
Yeah, I agree.
That's right.
Hey, brother, you still got that back. I still hear that echo from me saying something like 5 minutes ago in the background, man. Yeah.
All right, we good now?
Yeah, it should be good now. There it is. Yeah, perfect. So, what's the alternative? I mean, brother, let's just see what brother Brian Crum got to say. Brian Crum, are you still there, champ? You call in as well, man. We want to hear your perspectives too. 240-60.
What's happening, Brian?
Brian, I'm trying to get him in. I'm telling him to call in. Brian, if you're able to call in 240-661-7647, we want to get your take as well. And brother Mo.
Hey, while we wait,
brother, let me get this through brother Mo as well.
Yeah, good.
Brother Mo.
Okay.
Explain how the decision you the only actual pro that's on here that actually went pro that's on here to show right now. And during your time of being a professional, how is it? Do you think you made the right decision for your picking your trade, opposed to just putting it all on the line through boxing? And please explain to the youth why it worked out for you.
I think I did that. I think I did the right thing because later on in my career, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to be a champion. Everybody wanted to be a champion.
Right.
And I found out, I'm working and put on my time and learning my trade what I'm learning. You know what I mean? What I've been doing now for over like 35 years. And I was like, man, I'm fighting for the money, man. So I'm losing the love of it, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave it alone and leave the sport with all my family, where I can still play my kids and be with my grandkids and whatnot. You know what I mean? So I just left it and went on to my second career. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Went on, man, and living a good life. You know what I mean? Because everybody want to make a change, but we all not gonna make it.
That's real. That's true statement, man. It's a very low percentage. And listen here, fighters, young fighters out there. Let's clear this up now. We are not trying to discourage you from following your dreams, but we are trying to give you a realistic point of view of this sport, which is man, it is one of the most cutthroat sports in history. I don't know when you're going to find someone that's going to take from you while you getting beat up and still rob you blind.
But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And real talk, these trainers, coaches, what we want to call them, they got to be truthful with these kids, though. They can't be telling these kids no dreams, man.
That's real talk.
You can't tell this kid he's something that he's not.
That's real
or he's
talk.
not going to be. You know what I'm saying?
That's real talk.
You want to go get these outfits, have people rapping for you and all this type of stuff coming to the ring, man. You ain't made to that plateau yet.
Exactly.
Right.
You got to be humble, man, in this thing. You know what I mean?
Hey, Mo.
That's right.
Exactly, because even before you...
And a lot of them,
you done lost some money.
Yeah.
yes.
I had some nights, man. I had some fights I fought for free. I fought on call for free to be on the card.
Dang. That's mean.
Yeah, I ain't get paid. I fought on the card for free.
That's mean.
Just get my record up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of guys did that. A lot of guys. I ain't the only one. A lot of guys did that.
Yeah, I know they did it for sure.
And you got to struggle. You like somebody said earlier. You got these guys out here signing these big contracts. They ain't had it like that back then when we was doing
It
that.
wasn't like
And
that.
we had to sell tickets.
You had to sell tickets. It wasn't none of that. I remember went to a fight one time. Guy was my father was working the corner. I think the guy made about $300 that fight,
Yeah,
something of that nature.
Yeah.
He walked
Hey,
home. He went home with $50.
I think they still making cash sale tickets though.
They are.
Some of them are. Yeah, some of them are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this sport is not the average sport. At least the average football player coming in the door making at least $500,000. I think that's about the low amount, right? In football. In the NFL, that's about what.
Yeah, that's
right?
what is that? What they call it? The standard contract.
Exactly.
Or something.
Yeah.
Who coming in the gate making $500 making a $500,000 making in the boxing world probably was Olympian or somebody like that that's coming in here off the break making $500,000.
Okay, let me ask y'all this. Since she said that, all right, Cash coming out like, hello?
I'm listening, brother.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm looking at the TV, so it's a delay.
Yeah, don't worry about that, man.
So since you said that Cash coming out the Olympics are the only ones that's making $500,000 off the WAP, right?
Right.
But okay, Mo, I'm gonna put this on the aspect of when we was coming up. And Daoud was around. I think Daoud was probably a little bit younger. You was young.
Yeah.
But
what year was this?
How many? I want to say some names, but it was a few Olympians that came in the game when they took their headgear off and got in that different world.
Yeah,
for sure.
That was making $500,000 or more their first pro fight.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of them cats wasn't who they might have become to be.
Yeah.
Understand it was two different sports. Boxing, the amateurs and the pros technically gets two different sports. If you really want to say it's two different sports.
So what I'm saying is, I said I wasn't gonna speak no names. I said I wasn't gonna speak no names, but man, this is. Let me ask y'all this: when Oscar came out,
okay,
I want to say for at least 5 or maybe more years, he still had that amateur style.
Okay. Yep.
He had a left hook.
Yep.
But see, Eric, let me say this, Eric. A lot of people don't know Oscar really a left-handed fighter.
Left-handed fighter, that's a fact.
He's really left-handed.
He's a really left-handed fighter.
Yeah. He is.
And the thing, and check this out here. People don't pay a lot of attention to when Oscar first came on the scene. Oscar was blocking punches with both hands. You got to go back and look.
You ain't never lied.
Block both. That's where you got to pay attention, man.
Yeah.
He ain't get to where he was. He ain't get to where he was at like later on until Floyd came.
I give you that, Mo, because I'm gonna let you finish. If I give you that, Mo, but yeah, you're right. He kept his hands up.
Yeah.
Left-handed too. You're right about that, and that's why that jab was shot was razor snap too when it was coming out. People thought he was a left-handed fighter. Yep, facts.
See, when in this boxing thing, people got to pay attention to a lot of stuff, man. Reasons why certain things going on. You know what I mean? Why certain punches get to be thrown. You know what I mean?
I understand. I understand what you're saying, Mo, but
yeah.
I wasn't hating on him because
No. I know that.
Hating on the persona.
Yeah.
He put him out on it.
Yeah.
But to me, once he got older and settled down, and then started putting a little bit of weight on.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, he can wreck a little bit.
Let me say this.
But he beat a couple of people that he really ain't beat.
Hey, Irk, let me say this to you though. I'm gonna say this. I'm not a major Oscar De La Hoya fan. But Oscar,
me and you on the same page.
Let me say
I'm not hating on him.
Let me say this though. Oscar got one of the greatest boxing resumes I've ever seen
Yeah,
in
yeah.
boxing. That man fought everybody from
Yeah,
day
yeah,
one all the way to the end of his career.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think he done fought 2 dudes
He,
in his whole probably 40 fights that really wasn't. He got. I guarantee you, if you sit down side for side, put Oscar name right next to another fighter, another a top 10 pound for pound greatest fighter. And I ain't saying he the
don't
top.
say that.
Listen,
Don't say that, Steve.
listen. I ain't
Don't
saying.
say that, Steve. Because if I
Listen,
throw his name at you, you gonna think about it.
listen what I'm saying. I didn't say he's gonna have the greatest. He's not the greatest fighter. He's gonna have one of the top 5 greatest resumes of guys that was world champions / Hall of Famers. You gotta remember, Oscar came in the gate fighting dudes that was world champions, like his first, second, third. He fought everybody up the level. He wasn't ducking them, and he got a couple of them guys out of there.
Yeah, you right.
I respect his boxing carriage. He didn't duck many of them guys. You know, they wasn't babysitting him with his record like they do later. And a lot of these other fighters got babies. I'm gonna tell you another fighter who didn't get babysitted either. And he ended up it was 2 of them. David Reed, another gold medalist. They put him in there with the Wolves off the ring, and he suffered for that, Joe. And
That was to get that money back.
That was to get that money. You ain't never lied, Mo.
That was to get that money back. But they knew he was gonna last that long.
They definitely did. They put him in there with the Wolves, and I think he's still having issues still to the day because the greedy jokers was chasing that bread, trying to get him to pay back, recoup the money that he owed to them, that he gave them in advance. Y'all young fighters gotta pay attention to all of this stuff. These promoters, managers,
all this time as the long stuff is pimps and hoes, man.
Real talk. And one other thing too, the other guy, Fernando Vargas, he was another one that got sent with them. 2 was at the same time, and they got sent with the Wolves off the gate, man. Both of them had to fight, and I felt bad for them because they in there with Hall of Famers. They like 5th and 10th fight, man. It was crazy how it was back then, man.
Yeah. But you know, when you speak of De La Hoya, when De La Hoya, there's one fight that De La Hoya didn't win. That's when he fought Pernell. There's nowhere in hell you can throw 20 punches, man, make you miss all of them.
You miss all of them. Now that was
Say it again, Mo.
that was the biggest robbery.
I said when Oscar fought Pernell with him, and he threw 20 punches at Pernell with him, and he missed every last one of them. There's nowhere in hell you can win.
That's real talk.
They was what they was doing right there was passing the torch. It was passing the torch.
Yeah, passing the torch.
Yeah, that's real talk. I ain't like that the way they did Pernell on that.
No.
I was upset with that one.
Pimps and hoes, man.
Yeah. They was chasing that cash cow. They felt as though Pernell was no longer that cash cow, and they was moving on, getting those pay-per-view. They was thinking, we need Oscar to continue this pay-per-view, and Pernell, they felt as though his time was dying. Still don't think it was fair for Pernell, and even with him and Chavez, that pissed me off too. That was one of the biggest robberies times as well.
Hey, let me say something to y'all on the aspect of that, because like you said, I thought I said something earlier because I was watching earlier about Pernell, Chavez, and my opinion, the only person I can think about that beat Pernell was Ike Ortega.
Let me read this question right fast. Read this statement from Brother Jury. I always fought out of town, and I was a B-side. There was always 2 envelopes. One came to me, and my trainer got his. For the youngins, boxing today, learn your business. Trust, but don't trust everyone.
So true. And that's speaking on what I just said, man. You can't trust everybody, man.
Yeah.
But this is your livelihood, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If these people ain't with you for your livelihood until you get to the top, man, you gotta let them go. And a lot of us fighters in DC, what killed us is the streets. They want and don't want to leave DC.
That's real. That's real.
That's like you look at Winky right. You look at Winky.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They got up out of here.
Got about it. Look how
And guess what? Look how he turned out.
he turned out great too.
Yeah.
Because he was away from all the garbage.
Because if somebody really your friend, man, guess what they're gonna say? Man, go ahead and get that, man.
Get up out of here, man.
Get up out of here.
Get up out of here. That's what they're gonna say, man.
If they jealous and envy you, man, guess what? They're gonna be like leeches and stay with you. Instead of letting you go.
That's real statement.
Hey Mo, what you saying is goes back to what I was saying before. I love all of us. I definitely love the boxing community and boxing, regardless, man, because I live in Cincinnati. I don't rock with nobody, but that ain't what the conversation about.
Right.
But my Glenn, we growing up, I might not like you, but if it's some dudes that we both don't like, come through. I don't like you, but we gonna fuck these motherfuckers up right now.
That's right.
Yes, indeed.
DC, the DMV, whatever these people call it, we all stuck together when we was coming up. Everybody had a beef.
That's facts.
That's right.
Everybody had a beef. But when it came to the point where people was getting their head linked over, that's when Castle was really in the street doing that dirty shit.
That's
You know what I'm saying? Because we all had our times and did what we did, but we was living good at that time. We was getting it, whatever. But we wasn't out there to the point where it was getting real sincere. Cat was in the gym. We was in the gym. We had them dudes around us. We might have had it in us, but we was like, nah, this is what I want to do.
Yeah, listen to
because it made us realize that outside got too many cons to it.
Yeah, it did. Back then, listen to what this young brother said, man. He said, man, he's a fighter now, Michael Love. Life after boxing, plan B always. Smart young man.
That's right. Smart brother.
He also said, I'm not signing with anything until my record is, he said, to my 18-0 pro fight, which is smart as well.
That's smart too.
Hey, well, you know what, Sheed, I like that. But let me say something to you, Mo, because like I said, I got sick, I couldn't turn. It ain't about me. But we all came up at the same time. And I had a lot of cats that used to ask me, if you wouldn't have got sick, you had a chance to sign to Don King, but you would have done it. And I told them, yeah. And they was like, man, you a fool, whatever. I said, no, I'm not. I said, because as long as I got my back behind me, and real folk behind me, they going to make sure I ain't going to get bent over. Because Don's going to get his money plus regardless.
Right. And then look at it like this, too. You remember what we said in the beginning. We didn't have many options back then coming up. It wasn't no Al Haymans and Top Ranking. It was just basically Top Ranking and Don King. That was it.
No. Hold up, see.
Listen to what I'm saying.
You got to think, see. Hold up. Top Rank is Bob Earn, right?
That's Bob Earn.
So he came up with Don.
They was just them two. They was battling. Exactly. The point I'm trying to make is, if somebody asks you that question in terms of your career, Don King or Bob Earn was the only option. So those was the best option.
No.
Exactly. But I had people behind me making sure everything was great.
And Lou Duva. I forgot to leave out Lou Duva.
Yeah, Lou Duva. Yeah.
Lou Duva, Bob Earn. It was some other guys out there.
You know what? For real, I would have loved to be. You know what? For real, I would have loved to been with Lou. but Lou ain't had the connections that Bob and Don had.
So back then, who you had to come right with the business plan. You had to come with a vicious lawyer that can oversee whatever's going on, and you had
to find them on your own though. You couldn't find them through them.
Right. And you remember when Ray found his lawyer that helped him out. What's his name? Lerner?
Yeah. They didn't use to promote.
Yeah. Ray was taught by him to do his own thing. You know what I'm saying? Back then, Mike Trainer. I said the wrong name. Mike Trainer. Who
Ray
money.
Kept
Ray where he at, man. You know what I'm saying? In terms of making the wise decisions. It's all about, it's just, and this for you youngins out there. And I'm gonna use street terminology because we all from some form, we've all got some form of street connections in some form of fashion. The lawyer is the hitter. The lawyer, the one that's
Have y'all ever heard of a retainer?
A retainer fee?
Yeah. We heard a retainer, most definitely.
I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about them youngins.
Oh, the youngins. I got
you.
The
youngins.
Okay. I'm sure some of them have.
Regardless
some
what
haven't,
situation you in, sports or whatever.
You're right, brother. Always have a retainer or some sort of representation. Listen, it's some horror.
Basically, that's what I'm saying.
And let me say this. It's some horror stories out here that I have heard of the people that I grew up with or loved. And these horror stories were so devastating to me to find out how it ended up turning out to be from long periods of time of people being with people and of how these fighters have risked their whole lives and left with zero.
That's right.
Hey,
So
see, let me say this. This how it all started. Like I said, Hollywood in the music industry and all that.
That's real.
The bottom line is when you're young and you know you're doing something, regardless of what it is, we talking about boxing.
Right.
And you know that you have the skills to be a champion.
Mm-hmm.
All you hear is when people come to you, all you hear is numbers.
Right.
Nobody reads or hires anybody to read the contract.
True statement.
All they want to do is sign a joint.
That's right.
Okay, your first 2-3 years, you winning. They give you enough money that they know you will be comfortable with.
True statement.
Mm-hmm.
And as the years go on, they rape you more.
True statement.
You know what I'm saying? No Vaseline, but no baby oil situation I'm talking about. But they bending you over.
You know what else too, brother? A lot of these young fighters got to understand this. You are the sole priority or the boss of your career. It's
That's
your
correct.
responsibility. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. And I don't want you to fall victim to this. You cannot, if your career end up getting into the hands of others after having so much countless stories being told to you from different fighters of how they got treated in the past, how they end up being in the past, how somebody got over on them, and you didn't take heed to that, you're now held responsible for your own career. The information is so overwhelming these days where it's no reason for someone to be able to put your career in autopilot and you allow them to do what they want to do to your career. The ones before you been through that.
Pimps and hoes, man.
The ones before you been through that. And from this day forward, you are responsible for your career today because it is nothing but my father warned me, right, when he was watching these pros, when they was receiving their monies and things. He said, Rashid and Hakeem, the guys that you love the most in that, and the amateur guys are wolves when they turn pro, when you get pro. They become wolves overnight because the money, they smell blood, and they become wolves. As soon as you sign on to the side and take that headgear off, they now become predators. They got one thing in mind, is to take your money and blood suck you dry. And this is what my point is this. My father said, Rashid Hakeem, you need to be businessmen. Start your own business, and I don't want you to have nobody tell you gonna feed you money. It was fighters, I don't want to name no names. It was pro fighters that we had back then who trainers and managers had to feed them daily and pay their rent.
I already know, but that goes back to what you asked me earlier when you said, how do you feel about fighters having a trade or another job or business or whatever on the side? And I said, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm with it, brother. And the main reason why I'm with
because this game, if you're in this game, I want you to be in it, balls to the wall.
Fact.
You feel me?
Right.
But this game ain't guaranteed, man. You could lose your life in that ring.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
We're in the hurt business.
You could be getting 20 million or 40 million or 100 million every fight.
That's
but you
true.
getting there with that right dude, or the situation get funky and you get clipped. You better have your shit straight to have that. You better have your shit straight to keep your family moving, man.
That's true.
That's right.
And
you
then,
can't take it with you. Give it to your people.
And then in this day
have
and
it
time,
straight there, go to your people.
In this day,
hold up. I ain't mean to cut you off, Sheet. I'm sorry. I apologize. But Mo,
yeah.
I keep talking to you because we came up. If you see me, you know who I am. But what I'm saying is,
Steven.
Yeah, Tacoma Laney. Because we got a whole lot. Hey, we got a whole lot of hate.
I know, man.
On fighters coming out of Tacoma Laney because where we was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
I should go up there and spar.
I fought up there a few times.
Yeah, I know. Hey, man, I know. I think me and you might have got down a little bit. I don't know because I was 39. Who was you? 26?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I was 25. He was 25. Dawood was 25. I was 19.
Yeah, I fought two guys from
I wouldn't have sparred you anyway, Rasheed, but
what you weigh?
I know what you weigh? 39.
Oh, I would have sparred you at 39.
39.
I would have sparred you at 39. Yeah.
I fought two.
I'm saying if I was sparring, I would have sparred you at 39 if you was fighting. 39, I would have.
AC, I'd have sparred you too.
Yeah.
But I'd have kept that left in your face.
I ain't worried about none of that, man. now you talking crazy.
you wouldn't have got in my chest unless I was on the road.
I'm gonna tell you something. Hey, just go watch a few tapes, man. That's all.
Hey, look. I fought two guys from Tacoma. Benny.
Not at all, man. Not at all. But that body shot would have made you throw up whatever you ate yesterday.
Yeah.
Hey, see, that had mine too, though.
I know. I hear you.
Hey, Mo was I
told you a long time ago. I was kind of like the tallest linky motherfucker in 39 from like 88 to maybe 90. But listen to me. My dad was vicious. Hold up. My dad was vicious. My straight right hand was an animal.
I understand all
and
that.
And the right uppercut came without me even thinking about it.
But listen, you said all that, right? There's one thing about it. The fight's in me forever. Listen to this. You said all that. How was that? What was that?
No, you weren't supposed to back down.
What was that chin hitting on? That's the question. What was that chin hitting on? You can have the best jab in the world because once this hook land, you ain't gonna remember none of all that shit gonna go out the window because you're on the ground waking up from that shit after you get cracked.
But you'd have had to jump to throw that.
I ain't got to jump. Trust me. Trust me. I'm gonna rip that like what I say to you earlier. That body, what that body looking like? That hook to the body, that hook to the head, forget it all.
Hey,
Man, hey, look, for real. Go ahead, Mo.
I'm just
Hey,
teasing you, man. I'm just
name
teasing.
2 guys that I fought in y'all gym.
Hold up, say it again.
Name 2 guys that I fought in y'all gym.
Eric Elliott.
Yeah, I fought yeah. Who else?
And I think you fought my cousin Floyd.
Nah. I ain't fight Floyd. That was Andrew. I fought Benny Hurst.
You fought my cousin Benny?
Yeah, I fought Benny Hurst. I fought and I fought Muhammad Duclay.
That's right. I was there.
Hold up. You was always 56. How the fuck did you fight Muhammad? I was 47.
Because I was 47 when I fought him.
Right.
And I fought him at y'all gym.
Because they gym used to
What
be on
year
the
was
floor.
that?
When they gym on the floor,
We
the
had no ring.
yeah, the fring on the
We ain't had
floor.
no ring.
Yeah.
We got
Y'all had a ring that night when we fought. I fought at y'all gym.
We had a mat, and then later on we got the ring that was on the floor. You know what I'm
I
saying?
remember that fighting on that floor. Me and Spencer fought in there on that floor in there, man. One time, Bo came up there.
Oh, Lord Spencer, that was with us.
Spencer was y'all too? Spencer Harsley?
What was his real name?
Spencer Harsley?
I think he started with us, and then he left.
Okay. Are you you was at Langley in Northeast?
No.
Tacoma Langley.
That's what I was talking about with Tacoma Langley off of New Hampshire Avenue.
Yeah. I was around one for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cause I was ready to turn pro in Allen.
But see, I met you. I met you at Allen Gym.
Allen Gym. Yeah.
You know, I used to fight for Alpha, man. Fight for Alpha.
Oh, you started with Alpha before McGee?
Yeah, on Lincoln Road.
Yeah, I used to fight for
Alpha before he got Lincoln Road.
Yeah, and then I went to Alpha at the 11.
Okay.
I used to come up there a lot. That's how I met you up there.
Okay.
I met you up there.
Hold on, dog. When you was with Alfred, was you Lincoln Road or you was Alfred at our gym?
No, Lincoln Road.
Lincoln Road.
Yeah, cause I remember. Cause you remember when y'all had the gym up there? It was outside, and I fought. I put work on heavy because he was talking shit about me when Teddy stopped me up Hillcrest.
Teddy who? Teddy Reed?
Teddy Reed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Teddy Reed.
Yeah, I saw that motherfucker bullshit ass punch coming, but he caught me.
Yeah. Teddy, him and his brother.
And then a couple of weeks later, Alva had a fight up Lincoln Road, and he had a ring outside in front of it. And my opponent ain't show up. And I think Heavy opponent ain't show up. But Heavy was a lot shorter than me. But Heavy was doing a whole lot of clowning.
Real stock.
But in the ring that day, I put that skill on him.
Yes, indeed, man. But listen, brother, we got to get back on topic, man. Brother was right, though. We kind of got off topic a little bit. Let's get back on topic.
Oh, my bad. I apologize.
It's all good. Listen, this is what we going to do, brother. I'm going to see if I can get some more brothers. I'm going to see if I can get Jury to call him. If he's still there, I think he rolled out. Jury used to fight for Hillcrest, definitely. Hey, Jury, are you still there? If you want to call
yeah, because, Jury had a little gym up to run and shoot, Joe.
Listen, Jury beat the dude, the Olympic dude from...
he did.
Yeah, he beat the dude from New York. That dude, man, he cracked this joker, man. Jerry was a bad boy too, man. I'm trying to tell you, he used to fight he used to always be on Tuesday night fights and ESPN and all that, man.
He fought Call. I got them took my son Paul something.
Yeah, he cracked that joker.
He knocked him out.
Knocked him out, Joe. Yeah. Jerry was a bad boy.
Hey,
man.
Jerry, I see you comment, man. Calling.
And Jerry say he took that fight on a couple days notice.
And that's crazy, and that's what made it. I was like, I watched that. I remember that joint live because I was watching. I used to be watching Tuesday night fights faithfully, man, on the regular, man, on ESPN, even one of them on the regular.
Right.
And it was him. What's the other guy? Maurice, the dude used to fight everybody. Thunder.
Yeah.
What's my guy named Mo? What's his name? What's Mo last name?
I forget his last name. Light skin dude.
Mo used to fight everybody. Then get knocked out by him strong too, man.
Hey, Maurice.
What's his name, man? Damn, I'm having a brain freeze, man.
He's the rumble everybody, man.
Rumble everybody, man. Duck nobody.
Hey, what y'all gotta say about Corey Sanders, man?
What about Corey?
That was my dude.
Corey, good dude.
Yeah, good guy, man. Good guy. Good dude.
I talk to Corey all the time.
Man, I gotta get Corey on here, man. We gotta talk boxing, man. I gotta get Corey on here, man.
I sent it to him on Facebook and tell him get on the job.
Yeah, send. I want to get him on here and do an interview with him and get his story. Yeah. But listen, brother, we gonna clear these lines up, man. I appreciate you for stopping through, man. I want to see if anybody else want to call through here, man. If not, we gonna chop it up and get it out of here, brother.
All right.
All right, man. I love y'all.
Okay, be good, brother.
All right,
we gotta do this little.
Right.
This little, what you want to call it? I say,
take the time and we'll give you an interview one day.
Help these people out, man.
Give you an interview.
You heard what Dawood said, brother Irk? We're gonna lock in the interview with you.
What'd you say, D? All right, man. Just let me know.
Okay.
I ain't got no big story, but
man,
I know
you stepped in that ring. That's a good enough story enough, man. That's all it is, man. No fighter left behind, man. Amateur or pro, man.
Yeah.
Right, man, love y'all, man.
I love you too, brother. Peace and blessings, man. Peace.
All right, now.
All right.
Y'all go.
Brother Jerry, are you still there, man?
I think Jerry gone.
Jerry gone. I think Jerry gone. Jerry heard us on here talking about Rumble, and Jerry said, I can get up off here, man. He's trying to turn to something else, man. I feel it's all good, man. Shout out to brother Irk Stevenson, man. He always calls in, man. He's a regular, man, and he always show love, man. We just talking mess, man. One thing about fighters, we never lose that competitive edge. I don't care who it is, man.
No.
You do to say something like that, you got to say something. That's just nature. So I understand his nature, and he understands mine, and I know all the other fighters on here understand each other. The topic at hand is, brother, Mo is a prime example of making the right decision. A lot of fighters out there that end up going pro, kind of like made the decision and try to do boxing only, and these guys end up later having no choice but forced to either find a skill or do something where they had to feed their family later. Prime example, I'm gonna use names that I can actually call that I know offhand that done the same thing. They didn't pick up just trades. They also picked up careers as well. Prime example, we mentioned earlier, Lamont Pearson. I think Lamont is in charge of the whole region of down south somewhere with the post office. Ernesto Rodriguez, he made a decision to go join the police force and just left boxing and join law enforcement as well. Other guys like Jermaine Fields, I think he went into the government field and doing as a federal employee. Same with James Baker, who he was also in the government or something like that nature too. Who else out there? It's so many other guys. I see the guy, what's his name? Jabbo. What's his name? Jabbo, in the real estate or something. He's a real estate agent.
You got Thomas Williams.
Who else?
Thomas Top Dog Williams.
Thomas Williams. What's Thomas Williams doing? I haven't seen him. What he
does that security.
See what I'm saying? You see, listen to that, man. These brothers have found a alternative route, right? And there's a lot of fighters that wasn't able to make that route. But you young fighters, if you do get a chance to watch this, learn from these brothers, man, on how to have an alternative route that's outside of boxing, because once them lights cut off forever, click, meaning the lights of the boxing fights, what you gonna have to show for it?
Yeah.
The memories is cool. Like, look, we all got memories, right? We all got memories, but they go, once you by yourself, those memories don't matter to the other people no more, because you by yourself and you got to deal with these memories alone, with no money, with no support, with no means of other than boxing, because all you learned was boxing for 30, 40 years with no new skills, right? You only skill you got is boxing.
Hey.
Go ahead, brother. You got it.
Hey, Shane, you can't go to an employee with a resume saying you're a boxer. That man gonna be good. I don't need a bodyguard.
That's real talk. What are you gonna do with you? I don't need no bodyguard. That's real talk, brother. That's real talk.
Yeah.
Simple as that. What you gonna do when you go to the table and you gotta, but I do say this to other fighters too. The beautiful thing about today's time, you can capitalize on your fame too if you know how to use it and apply it properly.
Yeah.
But that's something that's going to require, that's a skill too that you got to put together. You might have to start like this podcast or start some ways of making incomes like training and things like that. That's the cool route, but really learn how to be a trainer, not just be a boxing trainer, because a lot of people, everybody not going to want boxing.
Yeah, and everybody, because you're a good fighter, don't mean you're going to be a good trainer.
That's facts. And it's a lot of, we know that for a fact.
Don't mean.
That's real.
Then you can have a working guy from amateur to pro and come on be a hell of a player.
That's real talk. I mean, you see plenty of them out there, man. We know them by name, man. There's a hell of a trainer. Wasn't that great fighters, but hell of a trainers. Facts. Yep. But listen, brothers, man, it was an honor and a pleasure, man. The topic was excellent. I'm gonna bring Brother Daoud back in. We're gonna shut it out. Hopefully we get him in here. We about to shut it out now, Brother Daoud. You been back and forth, man. Everything good over that way, brother?
Yeah. Little dropping.
I think it's a storm coming through here too, man. Yeah, some storm coming through. But listen, brother, we're gonna
all of y'all.
Yes, indeed, brother. We're gonna close this thing out, man. Thank you, Brother Mo, for joining in. We're gonna do more topics like this in the future. I wanna start back doing these topics again, man, and just start talking some stuff that's gonna help some people, man.
Right.
And opposed to just interviewing people all the time. I think it's time for us to start doing this and having topics like this. Me and Daoud will come up with something next week. Mo, you welcome anytime, brother.
Okay,
so when you want to come on, you welcome anytime.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
Thank you, man.
And y'all have a good
one. Thank you, brother.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, DC Boxing Legends Podcast. Peace. If you're looking for a way to power up your nutrients with a plant-based protein powder, then Raw Vegan Plant-Based Protein is the perfect choice. This vegan protein is packed with essential nutrients to help you stay energized and healthy. With plant-based protein powder becoming increasingly popular amongst health-conscious individuals, it's no surprise that Raw Vegan Plant-Based Proteins has become a leader in the industry. Whether you're an athlete or just looking to increase your daily protein intake, this vegan protein powder can help you reach your goals. Visit rawvegan.com. Again, rawvegan.com.